Hey there guys, Phillip Dorset back with a new video, and guess what? I've got a new device which I've actually talked about on this channel. It is the Canon G7x Mark II. Yeah, I'm really excited about this camera because basically I've done quite a lot of tests with it and people have liked the tests, and I've been doing loads of vlogs with it. The Germany project where we're traveling around Germany, I did all the vlogs on that thing, and now they've brought out the Mark II. By the way, is it gonna be the next vlogging thing? We don't know yet, because let me be honest, Canon has been, well, let us wait too long, and yeah, loads of people have changed over to Sony, which is recording me right now. So anyway, I would say without any further ado, let's check out the device. Okay, so here's the camera and let's check it out. We've basically got a similar body, slightly different designs. Let me just check here. It's looking very similar to the previous model. At the moment I don't have the previous model here, I gave it to my dad, but as he's coming from the UK pretty soon, I can definitely get my hands on it and then do another comparison between these two, and I know you want to see that anyway, don't you? So but let's first concentrate on what we have new now on this device. So basically they've kept the swivel up screen, but now they've added another tilt function, so you can tilt downwards when you're filming on the go. The screen mechanism itself feels pretty solid. I find it's more solid than on the Sony system, the RX100 version. It still feels like a higher quality screen or swivel mechanism. Put it as you want. Also, another thing I've noticed is that the pop-up flash is now got the bounce or tilt to it, so that's another good thing. What I had to do on my previous one is take out the screw on the side so it would make it swivel down, but you could then have to like fiddle it down into the housing. Otherwise, the button placement is very similar to the previous model, but unfortunately the buttons feel very strange. These four circular small buttons, especially the recording button, which is so important for vlogging. When you had the camera and you'd like, when you're doing the vlogging thing, you could feel it and just press it, but now they've like changed that, and it's like really flush. Let me see if you can see that. And yeah, I'm not too keen with that. USB and HDMI. One really interesting thing we should find out, let's do that now, let me just get a charger, is it capable of charging on the go? Okay, no, it goes right directly into the USB mode, and it, yeah, basically tries to transfer any files. That's what I really like about the Sony systems. You can just like throw in a power bank and you just keep on, well, using your camera because you've got the battery from the power bank. Anyway, let's get back to the changes of the housing. We now have a small toggle switch next to the lens. With that, you can basically press it down and you have a smooth dial like on the RX100, or you just keep it where it was, and you've got the clicking mechanism. Yeah, so that's gonna be nice for any kind of manual focus stuff or nice zooms. Okay, so let's get into the menu system. The menu system is different. They've changed the style, the design. I prefer it much more. It's much more like the Canon DSLR menus. Then we have a nice grip on the front, rubbery grip, and here on the back side for the thumb placement, feels very subtle. So definitely good control over the whole device when holding it. Another thing, having this bezel that pops down as well when you take out the screen. I always like to use this curve inside the camera, very fiddly now. Basically use grip for vlogging, so basically like this. And funny enough, as if they would have known, they've left a hinge, a metal hinge on this thing, so you could basically grip around and still have that good hold as you used to have with the G7X1. So yeah, I'm liking that, definitely a good thing. And this is the thing I really want to find out is the autofocus of this camera improved? We'll see. I'm very, very, very amped to find that out. Otherwise, they unfortunately stayed with the same lens. It wasn't a bad lens, but it's a 24-100. On the long end, that's great. On the wide end, it's not too good, because we have been getting used to like really wide angle, yeah, really wide angles in vlogging nowadays. I'd say I'll take this camera through its paces now, give you some small test shots. I just run around with the rest of the day taking some footage with this camera, and then yeah, we can just see us else on the other side. Yeah, that's what I would keep it at. And otherwise, yeah, upcoming videos comparing this with the Mark I, definitely coming, so subscribe. And upcoming videos comparing this with the Sony A5100, which I used for all of my India vlogs. That's going to come as well. But for now, let's do some couple of tests. And if you want to see anything else, put it down in the comments. And I'd say let's do a miniature vlog on this. Okay, so it's time to go to Vanessa's place. I'm going to leave my place, and we can already see how the camera's going to perform going into a darker place. Is it going to bump up the image? Yeah, God, did you see that? Wow, that's insane. Anyway, let's leave here now. So I have to say, that was pretty impressive how that G7X got out that kind of low light performance in a situation like that. I know the G7X1 did that pretty good, but this Mark II seems to be on its game. I just do a miniature vlog, so let's see what's going to happen today. It's pretty late already because I had some problems getting this G7X package from the post, so it's already a bit later into the day. But anyway, let's get going. Such great weather, I can't see anything. Anyway, a little small change in plans. Vanessa said she's still getting ready, so I thought I'd take the opportunity and quickly head down to the skate park here in Bielefeld, the place I live in at the moment, and film some skating for you guys. Unfortunately, they've got no slow motion on this camera, so instead they've chosen the time-lapse mode because that's probably a vlogging thing, I don't know. I'm not too much of the time-lapse guy. I would have preferred the slow motion, but anyway, let's check out the 60 frames per second, and I'll do some slow motion of the tricks of the guys skating along here. And for a time-lapse I wouldn't have enough battery anyway because I haven't charged the batteries. So let's check it out. I guess that's up to you. Okay, so one thing I was always extremely amazed with this camera is the image stabilization. It's insane, and on this camera they've proven it to be even better, I think. I don't know, all of that stuff was all handheld, even like 100mm zoomed in all the way down, and it was like as if I was like having it on a tripod. Anyway, this isn't the best lighting situation because light's coming from the back, but it seems to be okay. Anyway, now let's head to my girlfriend's place and see what we're going to do then. So I made it to Vanus's place. Hello, Vanus. Hello. And now we're going to head to the Markov, buy some stuff, make some cool food, and I thought it would be a perfect time to now test out those time lapses because I had some time to charge the batteries. So let's go. This is the low light performance. Pretty impressive, but I have to see on the computer for more. Yeah, I'm always looking at the screen, sorry guys. To finish off this video, I thought I'd just come outside into the pitch black night and yeah, see how the low light performance is of this camera on the street. And yeah, it seems pretty good. Overall the camera seems really good, but to see more and get into more detail, definitely stay tuned, subscribe, and there'll be a couple of videos coming regarding this camera. So see you in the next one. Cheers. This is the coolest little keyboard known to man, and we're going to do a little video on this at some point.